19 First Alert Forecast, sponsored by Northeast Factory Direct. Great furniture, amazing prices.
All right, let's hope the Cavs can keep that undefeated streak going when they're back at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Friday evening. Right now, early call for the weather is for dry conditions, temperatures falling from the 50s into the 40s. The two big things really here over the next 48 hours or so going to be the wind and the chill. It's been a blustery day today, and those winds will still occasionally gust 30 to 35, maybe close to 40 miles per hour at times as we head through the rest of this evening overnight. And then as we do head through tomorrow, we'll see those winds relaxing a bit, but it's still going to stay breezy. Notice the arrows, though, showing the shift in wind direction. It's been a westerly wind today, more of a northwest to north wind overnight, and then northeast breeze tomorrow. And it's that northeast breeze that's going to keep us cold. This is your first alert, though, to our first freeze of the season for Cleveland and the Akron-Canton area tomorrow night. So basically, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, I am looking at temperatures that will be falling right to the freezing mark, 32 in Cleveland, but Akron, Canton, 29 degrees. When you get temperatures deep down in the 20s like this, that's a hard freeze. Now, we've already seen our first freeze, even a few freezes already for some areas like down in Dover, New Philadelphia, even out towards Mansfield, but we haven't seen it yet for some of these areas closer to the lakeshore. So remember the pets, remember the pipes. Hopefully you have your home winterized. Most plants are probably done growing, but if they're not, make sure you're protecting those as well, as we're running a pretty behind schedule here, about a couple weeks behind schedule with our average first freeze in Cleveland and almost a month behind in the Akron-Canton area. Now that is going to be again on Wednesday morning. For tomorrow, high temperature only around 49 degrees because we're going to see a lot of clouds during the morning hours that will only slowly break away. So we'll start the day in the 40s and end in the 40s. Notice there's really not a big range in temperatures at all as we fight that northeast breeze. Right now, temperatures have been closer to seasonable, at least in the 50s, near 60 down in New Philadelphia where there's been a bit more sun. We've been dealing with that pretty blustery wind out of the west today. A lot of cloud cover, no rain right now. There's the opportunity for a couple lake effect showers as this front moves through after sunset this evening, but I'm not seeing that just yet. First Alert Future View does show that possibility still, though, so it's something we'll monitor. As we head overnight, a lot of cloud cover. Could be a stray shower to start the day tomorrow. Otherwise, the clouds slowly break away. It's the mostly clear sky with the lighter breeze that will allow those temperatures to really plummet into Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, we'll be back in the 50s. Clouds will be increasing, and our next rainmaker is going to be on Thursday. Here it comes, 7 a.m., and we'll have some pretty widespread rain on Thursday. So for tonight, low 42. Still could be a couple showers out there. We're going to remain windy, though. Could still see gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Breezy tomorrow with the north-northeast wind, high only in the upper 40s. And here's a look at our next 7 days. Watching that first freeze for Cleveland and Akron-Canton Wednesday morning. After that, no real big warm-up, 40s and rain on Thursday. Weekend doesn't look too bad, though. Could be near 60 on Sunday before our next chance for rain and cooler temperatures on Monday.